Hello guys, welcome back to News for the Unemployed. News I imagine you don't care about if you have a job. I heard a name today that I thought we left in 2021. And that name is James Charles. I'm sure you all know who James Charles is because we have all gooned to him. But in the insane chance you have no idea who James Charles is, he was very popular on YouTube in the pre-COVID times, and he mostly covered makeup and beauty and all that stuff. Arguably one of the biggest at the time. He was so big that he was pretty much friends with the Kardashians. He had multiple collabs with big celebrities and stuff. But he unfortunately fell off after some time. But then he had a second prime when TikTok released. And he rode that wave too. But after the old TikTok kind of died down, he kind of died along with it. He fell off so bad that I haven't heard the name James Charles in damn near 3 years. But James Charles is back, and in the most insane way.
James Charles is currently going viral because he is now the most unfollowed TikTok account in TikTok history. So if you haven't heard the drama surrounding James Charles' name, I'll get to it in a second. But last night he had 45 million followers here in TikTok, and right now he's at 40.7 mil, and by the time you see my video, he's most likely at like 30 million. And this is honestly crazy how this is happening so fast over one simple incident, and it's because James Charles made fun of a Spirit employee that recently just got fired asking for money, and he went online and publicly bashed her name, and he literally made a video on it just bashing her name and just calling her lazy, that she was begging him for money. And obviously it did not turn out any well for James Charles. He received a ton of backlash that he later had to delete the video, but obviously things catch up to him that everybody's literally unfollowing him.
So long story short, a fan going through a crisis DMs James Charles about them losing their job and asks if James can help with their GoFundMe on some Hail Mary shoot type shit, and this was his reaction.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least like 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off. Okay, I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally going to be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's going to be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies.
Now, some people have brought up the argument that the GoFundMe could be fake and he's just sick and tired of people trying to scam him, but that honestly doesn't make any sense to me, because if it was a scam attempt, then why would you even bother reacting to it? And furthermore, why would you not clarify that it was fake? I think this is what they mean when they say to never meet your heroes, because they might just publicly embarrass you in front of their millions of followers. Like, James Charles could have just not responded, because I bet the person that sent the message didn't even think he was gonna see it, but he responded alright. He responded alright. It's just insane that a YouTuber is telling someone else to get a job when for the past decade or so, James's only job has been to put on makeup and release shit products for his 15-year-old fangirls. I'm not even discrediting James's work. I'm sure it has required some hard work to get to where he is, but building an ego off of that is insane to me.
If I gave a homeless person $1, I would take it back just because I would like to see the sadness on his face of me, you know, tricking him, thinking I'm gonna give him money.
I do understand the fact that some people can make the argument that it's not a celebrity's job to save us from our financial crisis, but at the same time, James could have just ignored this message. He could have pretended he didn't see this poor person's cry for help, and nothing would have came from it. We would have all just gone on with our lives, and hopefully this person would have eventually gotten the help they needed. But instead, James decided to publicly humiliate this person in front of his fans and tell them to get a job. YouTube millionaire, by the way. Like, I can only imagine how desperate one has to be at that point to reach out to a celebrity. It must have been pretty bad, only for James to kick and spit on this person when they were already at their lowest.
This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Like, it's so funny to be able to say this shit because obviously YouTube millionaire James Charles has no idea how hard it is for regular people to find a job these days. But again, I absolutely do not believe that James Charles has to send anybody money. Just because he is rich doesn't mean he has to be Captain Save-A-Ho. But the issue I have is that he made it his mission to humiliate this person on social media. Hopefully this person's identity wasn't leaked because that would have been really fucked up. I heard a name that I haven't heard in a long time, and that name is WatchMojo. Now, if you're over the age of 18, you probably know what WatchMojo is, but to the new gents who have no idea who or what WatchMojo is, they are basically this old YouTube channel that only made top 10 content. It doesn't matter what it is, WatchMojo have probably made a top 10 video on it. Top 10 times Jason's mom got back shots. It doesn't matter the topic, WatchMojo have dived noggin first into it. To be completely honest, I genuinely thought WatchMojo retired years ago because not a single one of the videos have appeared on my recommended in years, but turns out these motherfuckers still upload. They somehow haven't run out of things to make top 10s about. Now, the reason I'm even talking about WatchMojo is because they recently got themselves into some controversy and Shay needs to upload. A YouTuber by the name Voyan made a video called WatchMojo's downfall should be celebrated, in which Voyan talks about how it's a good thing that WatchMojo is falling off because they are the first iteration of slop, soulless content on YouTube, which is definitely not true because KSI was uploading at the time. Now, WatchMojo actually responded to this video in the comments for some reason, saying, "The day no one talks about you is the day you're irrelevant, so thank you." I'm gonna leave this on screen because Shay ain't reading all that. Now, the juicy part about the entire situation is that WatchMojo talking about their employees and watch time and the numbers surrounding their channel ultimately just proves Voyan right about WatchMojo being soulless algorithmic slop. I remember how mad I got when I was a kid because WatchMojo consistently had completely wrong information in their slop. And this is fact, I never watched a lot of WatchMojo, but I do remember the little of them I watched, some videos they would just get facts completely wrong, and even I at like 12 years old knew that shit was wrong. They would give out consistently false information because WatchMojo doesn't actually care about the information they give out. They just only care about pumping out as many videos as they possibly can. Like, dude, 7 videos in one day is fucking crazy. They have made 32,000 videos since they opened shop, and they're still using their old fuck ass strategy that doesn't work anymore. If you have ever actively gone out of your way to watch a WatchMojo video in the past 5 years, then I'm sorry dog, you're a bot. You're a drone. Beeple beeple. I, for the most part, don't care about streamer beef, but there is one squabble that I must say has tickled my ribs in the streamer community, and that is the beef between Your Rage and BruceDEO, with Yonna being forced in the middle of it.
If I'm 28 years old and I'm calling the girl a little sis and she's like 18 going on 19, bro, somebody come put the in my chin and blow the trigger.
Why is this nigga so, who is he mad at, my nigga? Who do you be having conversations with in your, who are you beefing with, my nigga? I don't talk about you. It's been 3 years since I talked to this nigga. What is happening? Like, what is going on, man?
So for context, Your Rage and Yonna are good friends to the point where they refer to each other as big bro and lil sis. Now this clip goes viral where Your Rage finds out that Yonna has a boyfriend, and he proceeds to say that as Yonna's big bro, he needs to meet this guy and make sure he's good enough for her.
Yonna, first of all, I seen your boyfriend on your story.
I'm fucked up right now, nigga.
I gotta vet him. I gotta talk to that nigga. Set that up. I gotta talk to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Big bro gotta approve.
I love geeking RP10, my favorite fit.
Like, whatever, pretty harmless clip, and no one really thought much of it until Bruce saw the clip and he accuses Rage of wanting to big bro himself into some pussy. Personally, I think this is a wild accusation. Obviously, I'm not friends with Your Rage. One day though, kidding. But from what I've seen, this seems like a crazy assumption. Now, Rage himself ended up responding to the allegation Bruce dropped on him.
A lot of niggas see Yana and they want to. So when they see me being platonic with this girl and making funny content, they're like, damn, if I was in Rage's position, shit, I'd be going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not you. I don't want to be you neither. I promise you. Knowing how this internet shit get, are you crazy? It's whatever he feels in that moment, chat. Reality is whatever niggas is feeling in that moment. They don't live in the real world, my nigga.
This entire controversy kind of sparked a discussion where people wondered if someone could be too young to collab with, especially people like Valkyrie, who was supposed to play some games with Yonna, but I think cancelled because Yonna was 19 and she's 34.
How young is someone to collab with? You know what I mean? Yonna wanted to play games with me, and she's 19. And I was like, even though she's a woman, it feels inappropriate. You know what I mean? You're a 25 teen.
What?
Yeah, Yonna's 19. She's a beautiful baby angel. Like, maybe if it's like a group thing, I genuinely feel too old.
I'll tell you what, boys, that is a good 34 if you know what I mean. I'm sorry. Personally, I think if y'all are only playing video games and just hanging out, then what's the issue? Plus, you're both women, so I don't understand why Valkyrie's tripping, but I digress, you know, to each his own. But unfortunately for Rage, people have been clowning him because some of the clips does indeed look like he's trying to big bro his way into Yonna's pad.
Wait, why aren't you streaming? You're a YouTuber. You did the YouTuber.
I don't know. That's the end of the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Please, 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 please.